welcome back. This is Knack bringing you some more live tournament action from the Tournament of Blades, my very first tournament, going extremely well, if I may say so myself. And I'm super pumped for this Game 2 of this best of 3 matchup between CCalms and Recent. They are going to be playing on MLG Testbug at Recent's request, and he is switching his race to Zerg. He did play as Terran last game. Will be playing as Zerg this game. He's going to try and figure out a way to to take out CCalms, I think, and hopefully he can do that with Zerg. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know as much about Recent as I probably should, and I do know that he plays a lot of the different races, and I think even occasionally he probably plays as random. In Recent, if you do see this video on YouTube, go ahead and post down below what race you normally play with. We would definitely like to know what race is your choice, and whether or not you play as random very often. And here goes the chat right now. CCalms asking why he's switching race. It's just because Terran's my worst. So, okay, interesting choice there to play with his worst race in a tournament. But, hey, he says, you do know we played long ago, right? So he was trying to switch things up on CCalms. And, try and catch him by surprise. But apparently CCalms didn't quite remember that one. But these guys, a lot of these they're not pros essentially, but they are high-level players. And a lot of these high-level players, they play each other a lot in the ladder because their ladder is a lot smaller than, guys like me. I mean, I'm in the Gold League, and there's several thousand other Gold League players in the world and in the North American server to begin with. So, I mean, I don't cross the same guy twice very often, but these guys definitely will run across the same guy in their ladder a little bit more often, since there are so much less high-level players than there are low-level players, just because that's the way it splits it up. But we do have spawning pool going down. Just one gas. It looks like he canceled this gas, but he has got one extra mining, and he does have his spawning pool on the way. And CCalms sitting pretty here, going to be trying to keep his opponent from expanding. As soon as he walks behind this mineral line, oh, and he tricked him. It looks like he was going to try and trick him. Tricked me, that's for sure. But he ought to be moving out there right now with a drone to expand if he wants to do that. But it appears that he does not. And Recent responding in kind by not allowing a Nexus to go down here. Now we do have the cybernetic core going down or it's completed now for CCalms, and he is on double gas, so we'll see what he's got in store for us. Let's see if this pylon gets scouted. No, not yet, so he might be able to hide some tech over here. Be interested to see if he is going to hide some tech over there or not. These Zerglings on the field are probably going to get the best of this probe. We will see if he is fast enough. Looks like he may be fast enough. Good for him. Lucky little probe there. And a Sentry, Zealot are going to be plenty to take care of these Zerglings. 2 of them going down, 2 left on the field, and 1 nearly dead. Of course, he does regenerate life, and when you only have 35 HP, it won't take that long to get back to full health. So, 2 Zerglings making it through that. Pretty decent scouting here by Recent, and he is going to be blocking the expansion still with these Zerglings. Let's see, what does he have down here? A couple more Zerglings. Might as well get this nameplate up. It's about time to use it. And let's take a look at the micro. Holy crap! Recent's average is ridiculous. 233. He is peaking at, it looked like 260, I think I saw in there once. 270. Wow, so he's peaking really high. Hopefully that will come into play in his micro skills. It looks as though he may need it, because CCalms, while he doesn't have quite as high APM right now, I do get a lot of chances to watch him play and know that he is very, very good with his force field micro, as well as all the other micros. So, and you can see, I mean, when he needs to peak it, he can get it up there, get his APM right up where he needs it to be. And these Zerglings looking for a way maybe to run by. We'll see about that. This many critters, sentries here. It's going to be tough for them to get up the ramp. 4 sentries on the field now. Let's take a look at the production tab, see what we have on the way. Lots of drones for Recent, and he does have his expansion down now. So that's bully for him. And Units tab shows that he does have 3 queens. Looks like he's going to dedicate one to creep spread. He may be going for that creep highway harassment, or not harassment, but like a timing attack where they string a whole bunch of hydralisks up to their opponent's base. I've seen Idra do that quite a few times, and he's quite good at it. Wow, CCalms actually losing quite a few of those units there. Let's take a look at units lost tab. Yeah, he definitely came out a loser in that one. So unfortunately for him, that is not going to fare terribly well. But he does have his second gateway up, and he does have a forge up going straight for weapons level 1. It looks like he'll be in pretty decent shape to defend here. I don't think that Recent knows exactly how much damage he's done to his opponent, or maybe he does. Actually, he probably does. So I wouldn't doubt it if he moved out here fairly shortly with some sort of attack, or maybe he'll just feel more comfortable and take another expansion. We shall see what he has in store. It is fairly short yet. So Zerlings deciding they don't want to go in and attack. Going to be backing out here. Let's take a look at APM. Look at that average. He's still averaging 238. CCalms now getting his wall in completed here. He is Nexus at the expansion about to be completed. Yeah, geez, not tons going on. Let's take a look at the production tab. We do have 4 roaches coming on the field. Just weapons level 1. Oh, we do have a robotics facility. Where did he put the robotics? Oh, it's right here. I thought that was another gateway. I guess I clicked this one twice. But he does have a robotics facility coming out right now. He's going to get rid of this dirty supply depot. Who needs Terran structures in a map where it's Protoss versus Zerg? That's what he's saying. Get out of here. There's only 2 more on the map. Go take them out. But he is fully saturated here at his main, at least on gas. Maybe he could use just a few more here. But he did transfer quite a few probes down here. It's now fully saturated, basically fully saturated on both of his bases. Still no expansion from Recent. I kind of half expected him to either attack or expand, but he might be massing up. Oh, it looks like he's going to take this Xel'Naga Watchtower. So there are just 3 Xel'Naga Watchtowers that have destructible rocks, apparently. Let's see, is this one debris? Yeah, that one's debris, that one's rocks, and that one's rocks. So it has these destructible whatevers around it that they have to take out, but can really change the what happens in the battles that take place in the middle of the map. And it does look like Recent choosing to... Oh, he's just keeping map control. I see what he's doing. Okay, so he's not going to be moving out, but is also not expanding. Let's take a look at his upgrades. Nothing yet. Okay. Oh, he is almost done here with this roach speed. He does already have Ling speed out, but production tab. Oh, we got Immortals on the field, and Blink and Calms. CCalms is actually very good with Blink as well. I'm surprised, if you take a look here at his APM, and this seems lower than normal, what I've seen from CCalms too. It seems like he averages usually around 130 when I see him playing on his live stream. I try and watch CCalms quite a bit. For some reason, I just like the way he does his stream. He listens to good music on his live stream. So for all you guys out there looking for a great live stream to watch, go check out CCalms live stream. It's really fun. It's justin.tv/CCalms. And he listens to great music. He's got some great friends that come play with him. And if you didn't know that there are girls who play StarCraft, CCalms does know that, and they play with CCalms. So he is obviously the StarCraft 2 pimp, or well, let's not call him a pimp, but he is definitely the biggest baller. Oh, did he catch wind of that? He did, and now he's going to go try and intercept this. So he barely scouted that by taking that Xel'Naga Watchtower. Looks like he's going to be able to respond to this in pretty decent time. But, oh my goodness, it's taking him a while to get some units up here. He's blinking some up here. Oh, look at all these roaches in his main base. This is brutal. CCalms going to be in a lot of trouble here very, very quickly. These roaches need to get back into the fight. There goes some pretty clutch force fields. Getting those roaches choked down here. So, not bad defense here by CCalms. We'll take a look at the units lost tab here in a minute, but look at that. I mean, now his actions per minute getting right up to where they need to be. He's definitely going to be able to hold this off. It appears, but I don't know quite at what cost yet. We'll take a look here in just a moment. Looks like down here at the expansion, those roaches did scare off all those probes. So good job there getting those roaches into play. Now Recent is taking his expansion. Knows that he's done some serious damage here. Let's take a look at units lost. It's actually a lot closer than I expected. I guess that was a lot of roaches to lose, and he didn't have much way to get them out of the base after that. So, but definitely a great play there by Recent. Was able to expand off that safely. Now CCalms, we'll see what he's got in store for either a counterattack or what he's going to do to get himself back in this game that way. Does he get any more upgrades? No, but he is at weapons level 2. Let's take a look at that. While he's moving out here to try and take on some of these roaches. Yep, so level 2, still no armor. But level 2 attack, not a bad choice. He does have blink for those stalkers. Maybe we'll get to see some of that individual stalker blink back micro here fairly shortly. We did get to see some cool micro. You saw him lining up his units here to take off, to take on the roaches that were advancing into his base, and then blinking the ones up here in the back up onto this high ground, and then start to build a defense line here at his base where that was really good play actually. And I think Recent probably wanted that to do more damage, and quite frankly, I expected it to do more damage than it did. So. Great reaction time for CCalms, great scouting, and really good micros. Really fun match here so far. Let's take a look at actions per minute. Look at that, man. Recent is just moving like crazy. Hopefully he's using one of those good ergonomic mouses, keyboards, whatever, so he does not get carpal tunnel. And we do have a second expansion now, third base for CCalms completing right now. Our eye on the production tab. We do have weapons level 3 on the way. Those stalkers will be so effective against those roaches with their +3 attack. The nice thing is roaches do count as armored, and they do 16 damage to armor. Oh, and look at these guys getting sniped. Blink over, and down they go, full of units. And here comes an attack right now. Lots of infestors in here. There's force fields here so far for CCalms, and Recent is backing out. He says, I've had enough of those force fields for just a while. I'm going to have to figure out a different angle to take opponent on. At this point, CCalms, let's take a look at units real quick. He's starting to catch up in the pro count, but he's still down behind. But he is taking this gold expansion, and if he gets that saturated right away, that will put him definitely at an advantage. He is trying to keep the Zerg army from advancing across the field too far, and you can see just picking their way, trying to see if there's an angle that he can get on an out position, some sort of run by. I think he wants to do some damage to his opponent's economy. I do not blame him there. He is only on 3 base, and CCalms about on 4 now, so really catching up in a pretty big way. He's almost caught up in the probe count. Wow, and that's a pretty nice army. And against roaches, this is exactly what I want to see. A whole bunch of stalkers and as many immortals as you can reasonably get. Because both of them do extra damage to those roaches because they count as armored. Look at this, 60 damage to the roaches. And oh, we're lagging here a little bit. Hope that's not me. Yikes. Please don't be me. My goodness.